Good motherfucking morning, motherfucking Good fucking morning, ladies. How are we all doing today on this most beautiful of, I'm gonna go ahead and say Saturday morning. We're good, chilling, Gucci. I'm good. It's hot. It is hot. It is hot. A perfect day to sit inside and play video games. Yeah. I just beat Radan. I can give you tips if you want. The only tip you can give me is to overlevel. And I don't want it, alright? Keep it to yourself, you fucking casual nut. Casual nut job. Huh? Motherfucker. We have less than a fucking hour on that motherfucking guy, alright? Don't get ahead of yourself. It's not like I'm stuck. Okay? It's just... I have to learn the fight. You know what I mean? Learn the fight. Let's see here. Anything cool, fresh, new, exciting happening in the world today? The world of worlds.
Hello, Mr. Force. I am your barber artist Wallenholt. I have a new Austrian painter haircuts you might like. Please visit me, Mr. Force.
Alright, very good. More doc drama. Forsen, the only good Twitch streamer left. I finished GTA 4 and I'm sad. Nothing else really. Maybe you're sad because you finished GTA 4. I have much more respect for your league climb now, knowing you weren't boosted. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Fucking idiotas. Lefes Noran, welcome back. Twiggy, Storms, Cavioli, Castuella, and Frugo Tabalugo. Bandito as well with the scopes. Thanks for the subs and the resubs. Necrotic with the gifted sub to Chris Hansen. Coincidence? I sure hope so. Let's check out some links. What do you think, Chad? Some links on the menu? Menu with links. Links for dessert. Oh man, I think I ate too much food. Digesto, Patronum, food coma. I'm about to crash. Very nice. Where the fuck? Alright. Alright, let's see what we got. We got Millennia All Hit Run. Okay. What is this bar under here? Oh sure. Oh, they're using add-ons? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was pretty much my Dark Souls 1 playthrough, not gonna lie. This was literally my Dark Souls 1 playthrough, my first Souls-like. But I didn't use a guide to find all this shit, I didn't have no fucking add-ons. I just found big ass motherfucking hammer or some shit, and Havel's shit, and Havel's ring. I guess Havel wasn't hard to find. I finished Dark Souls 1 with only +1 Estus? No way. I don't think I had a lot, but no way I only had +1. Well, that was pretty much me being Dark Souls 1.
I was at Southend Council 15 years ago, okay? I was there waiting for housing. In front of me was a black family.
Ah, so that's where it comes from.
Not mixed race, black family that came across from the world. Whatever, banana boat, whatever they came on. I don't care what they come on, plane, banana boat, well, I don't give a fuck how they got here. They fucking got here in Southend, yeah? They got here. They were given a fucking
I always thought this was Greek for something. Or for a long time.
house, the cunts, yeah?
Like, that's just the sound like.
When it was my turn, I paid tax all my life. So those cunts didn't pay any tax, okay? Didn't pay no tax, nothing. They paid to get in this country. So they're illegal immigrants, yeah? I'm legal person, legal for this country. Didn't offer me nothing. And I said, listen here, you cunts. And I told the council, I said, listen to me, you filthy cunts. I pay my tax all my life. I ain't leaving this council office till you give me something, yeah? Listen to me carefully. You do not give someone, don't care what race you are, black, blue, yellow, purple, whatever, a property and you give me fuck all. And when I pay all my tax, I did not leave that council office. Did not leave. I was there till 6 o'clock in the evening. They were supposed to shut at 5 o'clock. So I'm not leaving him. You have to get security. I'm not leaving. They had to give me somewhere. I got a hostel.
Forklift, man.
Oh no, I got a hostel, yeah. But the family before me that didn't even fucking live here got a fucking house. And that is what's wrong with this country, guys. We are corrupt. Yeah, we are corrupt. So, I don't give a fuck what you say, if I'm racist or not. I'm not racist. But you dirty fucking cunts from abroad, you dirty fucking filthy piece of shit, coming over here, taking the piss out of us because of Boris Johnson allowing you to do it. Fuck off back to where you belong, you dirty piece of shit, yeah? You're filth. Filthy fucking cunts, yeah? Get a job, you dirty fucking perverts. Stop expecting everything from us, you cunts.
Alright, let's do this. Number 1, age of consent. This one is a much debated topic in Japan today, but the legal age of consent is 13 years old in Japan, and one of the lowest in the world. Age of consent referring to the minimum age at which a person is considered to be capable of giving consent to sexual acts. In fact, this has been part of the Japan Penal Code since 1907, more than 100 years without change. Interestingly, most prefectures in Japan have statutes and local ordinances that raise the effective age to between 16 and 18 years old, while at the same time leaving some gray area for specific cases. At the end of the day though, the national age of consent in Japan is 13 years old. Number 2, marrying cousins. On somewhat of a lighter note, it's legal in Japan to marry your first cousin. Like many of these laws in the video, it may be legal in some countries, or if you're from the US, in your state. But the truth is, in other parts of the world, marrying your first cousin is still against the law, so I thought this one was worth mentioning. This law dates all the way back to Japan's Meiji period, when it was passed in 1898. It's common enough in Japan that there's a word for it, itoko-kon. In fact, there have been many famous and well-known people in Japan who have married their first cousin. For example, Japan's 56th Prime Minister, who's the grandfather of Japan's more recent Prime Minister, Abe, was married to his first cousin. There were even 2 Prime Ministers after him who were also married to their first cousin. One of the reasons for this law was to allow families to keep their wealth within their family. Fortunately, for those living in Japan today who also want to legally spend the rest of their life with their first cousin, Japan is all for it. Number 3, defamation. So this is an interesting one. In Japan, you can sue someone for defamation if they damage your honor, aka public image, even if the statements are true. This one kind of blew my mind since I'm from the US, and we understand defamation to be the oral or written communication of a false statement about another that unjustly harms their reputation and usually constitutes a tort or crime. But in Japan, hurting someone's honor or even hurting a company's honor is protected by law, despite the statements being true. I should note though that many laws in Japan leave a lot of gray area, but the main 3 criteria for defamation in Japan is: 1. The statement is shared with the general public. 2. It reveals specific facts, whether true or not. And 3. Damages one's honor, either socially, their value, or how they value themselves. So for example, telling your coworkers or the public that your married boss is having an affair with someone, even though it's completely true, is considered defamation in Japan. Even online statements, if the 3 previously mentioned criteria are met, can be considered defamation. There are exceptions though, such that you're stating facts about public interest or you're a whistleblower to expose company fraud. But at the end of the day, the Japanese law is to protect individuals and companies from malicious actors that intend to do their honor or image harm. Here are 2 examples that actually happened in Japan. Case 1, in 2018, a person was having an affair and it was posted on social media by a third party. Although the affair was happening, the person sued the third.
We've already seen this shit, huh?
もうね、近いことはかなり言っちゃったんですけれども、そろそろ皆さんもこれはひょっとしてただのリメイクではないかもしれないということはお気づきと思いますが。
You fucking what?
Hey babe, go ahead, bench over there.
Okay, baby.
Brandon had never set foot in a gym before. But when his girlfriend expressed her desire to go, he felt a sudden obligation to impress her. Despite his inexperience, he couldn't shake the determination to rise to the occasion and show her his best.
good, bro?
What is that?
Babe, are you okay? Oh my god, like, he saved you.
You almost got crushed. Next time, just put on lighter weights.
Babe, I literally thought you were gonna die.
No, it's not a big deal. Just seriously though, you could have killed yourself.
I didn't need your help.
Whatever you say.
Hey Gripson, did you know that several former adult superstars have already beaten the DLC? Also a black Zoma who played his first Soulless Dame last month just beat the DLC. God Gamer Hub. Such a god.
His beloved girlfriend was now under Chad's influence.
The
Chad's
Invasion of the
physical
Nations, though?
attributes, especially his meat, were more impressive than Brandon's. The painful reality that his girlfriend was more drawn to Chad's allure gnawed at him.
Oh, you have such nice arms.
Yeah? You like that?
So big. You have nice arms.
You like that?
Yeah. Hey, babe. Bree, hey.
Kate, do you know who that is over there?
No.
Hey. What?
That's Chad Long.
He's like known for making girls squirt.
He has a huge dick. I never feel it with my boyfriend, but when Chad f***ed me, I came so hard.
I want you to fuck my girlfriend.
What?
Wait, Kate, your boyfriend's black. Doesn't he have a big dick? No.
No, I thought all black guys had big dicks.
Yeah, not mine.
You heard me.
Oh,
I want you to
fuck
take
my
my girl to
wife.
Pound Town.
Are you for real?
Broken. 3 inches.
I'm sure, but I'm gonna be there to watch.
Okay. I got you.
Oh my. Oh my god!
Oh, that's
Oh my god!
Okay. Very good.
Nah. Anyway, so I'm sitting there chilling. Anyway, the third guy that must have been selected from the street, the third dude to fuck the women, walks in. And it's some big black dude from fucking fuck knows where. The deep, dark Sahara. He was as dark as the night, about my size, black. And when he walks in, it goes into full depravity. Because as you know, all these cucks and these weirdos like the idea of their wives getting fucked by black guys. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. So my little safe space, which was the pool and garden, now starts becoming an orgy where this black dude starts running around fucking anything at random. And I'm saying this, and I'm not being racist because I'm half black, but all the brothers out here know I'm telling the truth. These motherfuckers don't care. Black dudes will fuck anything. They don't care. He came into the party, and where I was disgusted and upset by what I saw. To him, it was like a candy shop. The excitement in his eyes. He loved it. So this big black dude, now naked with his boner, is running around having sex with one girl for like 10 seconds, another girl for a minute. So to my little safe area is now starting to become an orgy. I'm like, fuck. Now I can't escape. Now there's sex everywhere. Sex noises. You know, like you're trying to have you're by the pool, you're trying to have vodka and orange thing, and you can hear it behind you. Like, why? Why is this happening? Why am I here? James turns to me and goes, now we have to fuck something. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to have sex with anything here. I don't want to have sex with anyone. Anyway, there was this one girl, the whole time I've been saying this in this whole story, who'd been eyeing me up. And she's the only girl who's actually kind of hot. I'd say she's a 7.5. And she didn't look French. She might have been Polish or something. Blonde. She was, you know what? She was hot when she was 19, but now she's 27. One of them. So this girl's been eyeing me up the whole time. I know what she wants, but I already made a conscious decision I'm not going to fuck anything. But then I also made the decision, if everything goes wrong and I have to fuck someone, I'll fuck her. And what actually made her a choice for me is that when the black dude came and tried to stick his dick in her, she was like, no, no, and she wanted me, only me. Some loyalty amongst the sex party. And I find loyalty attractive in females. So I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there anyway. James is like, we have to fuck something, I'm like, no. And by now, and I want you to understand, it's a full-blown orgy. Everybody's either having sex or wanking, besides me and James. And we're sitting there trying to not look around us. It reeks of desperation. It felt like a zoo. Have you ever been in the zoo and the monkeys start having sex in the zoo? And it's kind of like a bit, not embarrassing because they're just monkeys, but you're kind of a bit like, is that necessary right now? That's exactly how it felt to me. It felt like I was in a zoo. It felt desperate. There wasn't sex, it was pathetic. Like it was just sex everywhere, all around me. Anyway, in the midst of the chaos, I finished my 10th drink. So I'm semi-drunk, and I'm still completely unappealed on the thing. This girl, the Polish girl, comes up to me, and she goes, I prefer privacy. And I said, yeah, me too. And she goes, do you want to go upstairs? And James goes to me, and I'm sitting there, and James was super jealous. He didn't say anything, but I could tell he was jealous because he wanted to fuck her. So that made it a little bit more appealing. And I was like, oh, you know what, this ain't really my thing. She goes, oh no, we'll just go upstairs and talk. You know, there's private rooms so we don't have to be around all this. And I was like, all right, okay, let's go. So I thought maybe she's normal like me. You know, she's the hottest one here. I'm the hottest one here. Hottest guy, hottest girl. Maybe this is all unappealing to her. Maybe this is all, you know, it's a bit too weird. And she wants to go to a private room. I mean, obviously she wants to fuck me, obviously, but you know, it's just us alone, we can fuck, and like, it's gonna be completely degenerate, it's gonna be completely weird. So we get up, we start walking up to the top. We walk past one empty room, we walk past another empty room. I go in, she goes, no, gets my hand, and carries on walking me up another flight of stairs. Okay. She's in front of me, hold my hand. I walk up to the other flight of stairs, and she opens this room, and we walk in, and there's 8 dudes naked, all standing around the bed, and she gets on the bed. And I was like, so you just tried to get a 9th guy. So here I was, she fooled me. She made me think there was some slither of normality in this bitch. It turns out she'd been scooping select guys one by one with her fucking eyes and putting them all in this room and making them wait till she got, I don't know, 10, again, maybe it's a magic number. I was guy number 9. And then we're all gonna fuck her? I guess that's what she wanted? So when I walked in, I saw these other dudes, I was like, nah, I'm leaving, bye. I turned around and left, and I heard them all singing French. I can guess what they were saying. Why come here if you don't like to do this? They're probably complaining. I didn't want to jump in like a fucking French weirdo. So when I came back down, James had now vanished, because he was pissed off now, because I turned...
A young healer named Kiaru is recruited by Princess Flair of the Geodal Kingdom. Kiaru is a kind, hard-working, indecisive, and easygoing young boy. He's also quite optimistic in the sense that he's naive enough to think he's going to be recruited to save the world. At his very core, he indeed wishes to be a hero and make sure that no other kids have to grow up without their parents. Unfortunately, everything he thought he knew about people turns out to be a complete mystery. He was indeed a valuable asset, but the kingdom failed to see him as an actual person. The prejudice against the healing class was insane. Little by little, he was losing it. He even tried to escape, but failed. That's when Flair decides to get him hooked on a certain something. She thought she had absolute control over Kiaru. Among the other 2 heroes, one of them is a woman named Blade, while the other is a grown man named Bullet. Even so, Kiaru's body was always abused in one way or another. As time passed by, his hatred for Flair and the others continued to increase, so much so that he eventually developed a resistance to whatever they were feeding him to keep him high all day every day. But because he knows he's still no match for the heroes, he continues to pretend that he's still high. Surprisingly enough, Flair's sadistic sister named Norn realizes that Kiaru isn't as broken as the other heroes think, but instead of telling the others, she decides to use him to entertain herself. The time came when his abilities were needed to help them defeat the Demon Lord, but after the other heroes are done and dusted, Kiaru finally lets out his insane thirst for revenge. All of that endless hatred starts reeking off his body. He defeats the cute Demon Lord no problem, but as she fades away, she realizes how all this time the Demon Lord was trying to protect something or someone. He acquires her abilities and also gains the Philosopher's Stone. In that moment, Kiaru was truly indispensable, more terrifying and overpowered than the Demon Lord could ever hope to be, but instead of simply taking revenge on his abusers, he decides to take things even further beyond. Right to the very beginning of where it all began. Just as Princess Flair watches in disbelief, terrified at what was about to happen, Kiaru commences an unconventional healing spell which allows him to revert time itself. Right then, in that very moment, everything goes back to how it was 4 years ago. Instantly, Keanu wakes up in his home back in the village. He can't really remember anything, but he knows he just had an extremely dark and brutal nightmare. A sweet lady named Anna asks him what happened, but he's unable to say much and simply tells her that he had a nightmare. She has been like his older sister ever since he lost his parents. He also keeps hearing a weird voice in his head that is constantly telling him something about a star spirit. Anyway, it's going to be his 15th birthday in a few days, and so it's time to get serious about his future prospects. But he just goes out to harvest some apples instead. Kiaru then decides to follow the voice directing him to go into the forest. She pops up out of nowhere and gently kisses his eyelids. For some reason, this gives him the Eyes of the Spirits. It's essentially an ability that allows one to see through all the things in the universe, or to be more...
Alright.
A clodsire, commonly known as the spiny fish Pokemon, it spends most of its life out of water. It can walk on land and breathe air. Its life is very different from most fish.
What?
A fish out of water? Maybe, but they thrive here in Paldea. But what makes life on land so worthwhile? The answer lies in the mud. Cool, moist, and away from aquatic predators, the mud is the perfect place for clodsires to raise their young. But life on land is not without its problems. It's hard work to find a mate. But before the clodsire has a chance to woo the females, a rival male has appeared. Among male clodsires, competition for females is fierce. It looks like a fight is inevitable. Weighing over 500 pounds, there is devastating power behind each strike. No one is leaving this battle unharmed. He holds his crown and forces the intruder back to the murky waters.
What the heck, man? Hey, anything for 5 gifted subs. Tyler's Guy, I'm JLu, KDST, Gandyuk, and Balzania, Sanctum W, Amar the Martian. Welcome back, ladies.
Reverse engineering is the most important part of game hacking. Before you can exploit something, you must discover its vulnerabilities. Game hackers use a suite of tools in conjunction with a deep knowledge of computer science to systematically break down video games. Today, I want to explore some of the fundamental concepts and programs behind reverse engineering, and I hope you stick around because you might just learn something new. Before we get into it, today's video is sponsored by Brilliant.org. The world of computer science is ever-changing and evolving. You must be constantly improving yourself to keep analyzing a product or system to understand how it was designed and how it works. When you download a video game, you don't actually have access to the source code. It's very likely that your video game has been compiled into machine code, which isn't exactly readable to humans. When you run a video game, all the important information, such as your health, your ammunition, and so on, are stored in random access memory. We use reverse engineering primarily to find the addresses of these important variables, along with understanding how the program behaves. There are two major types of reverse engineering: static and dynamic. Static analysis takes place while your program is not running. It's static because you're simply inspecting the structure and logic of the program. Dynamic analysis takes place while the program is running. We use it to examine the behavior of a program. Reverse engineering techniques are usually used by cybersecurity experts during the exploration of malicious software. Many programmers and game developers also make extensive use of debuggers to test the runtime behavior of their programs. My point is that reverse engineering is used everywhere. And even if you aren't interested in hacking video games, it's still an extremely important skill to acquire for developing high-quality software. Let me say that, just like with programming, there's no simple way to get good at reverse engineering. All you can do is keep trying repeatedly. Your skill is essentially directly proportional to the amount of experience you have. With that being said, there are a few things that will speed up your progress. Having experience with lower-level languages like C or C++ will be extremely beneficial to you. If you're proficient with those languages, it already means that you are familiar with memory in terms of pointers, references, and addresses. Next, taking some time to study assembly code will be absolutely invaluable. Almost every dimension of reverse engineering will have you interacting with assembly code. You don't have to become an assembly professional, you just can't be scared of it when you see it. Most people, including myself, have their first taste of reverse engineering through Cheat Engine. Cheat Engine is a free and open source program that is designed for modifying single-player games. It has a ton of features, including a memory scanner, multiple debuggers, a disassembler, and much more. Cheat Engine is popular because users can create so-called cheat tables, shareable scripts that run within the Cheat Engine environment. Users with little to no programming experience can reverse engineer and implement cheats without having to write code. And furthermore, as I mentioned, they are shareable. You won't really find experienced cheat developers using Cheat Engine for tables though. Rather, you'll find them using Cheat Engine exclusively for the memory scanner and debuggers. In terms of static reverse engineering, you're going to want a dedicated disassembler, and the most popular one is IDA Pro. IDA stands for the Interactive Disassembler, and it's a wonderful program, but a license is going to set you back a couple $1,000s. Luckily, if you can't get yourself a copy of IDA Pro, the National Security Agency has released their free and open source alternative called Ghidra. These programs are obviously very different, but their intentions are the same. IDA Pro and Ghidra are both primarily disassemblers. They also come with debuggers, and best of all, decompilers. Earlier I mentioned that when you download a video game, you don't have access to the source code. A decompiler is a program that generates C pseudocode from the disassembly. It's about as close to source code as you can get. Decompilers are not perfect, and sometimes the pseudocode generation is completely off. Hence, you should not rely on them. Rather focus on learning assembly code, because disassembly will almost never fail you if you can understand it. When you open a program in IDA or Ghidra...
You get any of that?
Flashback. Flashback.
Yo, what's up? What's good? It's your girl, Ebony Goddess Mystique Talk X Podcast. Yo, we don't need no introduction. We're not doing no sponsorships. We're not going to do no single introduction. When you got guests like T.S. Paris on set, like, you just need to get right motherfucking to it. What's up? Period. So that's what we're doing today. Mystique Talk X Podcast. We got the girl, the one, not the two, the one that y'all been waiting for, T.S. Paris. So we here today. Like, what's good? Like, let the fans know. I miss you more. The fans is very much happy to see us together right here.
Definitely.
Yeah, they've been asking for so much from us. I mean, just real quick, let the fans know, your fans, our fans, everybody's fans, who you is if they don't know.
If you don't know, my name is T.S. Paris, the one and only, big dick, yeah, everything, pretty, hung, yeah.
Just giving. See, the thing for me is that was such a humble introduction, because I feel like a lot of the TS girls, especially when they're trying to get into the content creating world, even maybe even the porn industry, they always bring you up.
Is it?
You like a big deal.
Oh,
it's big energy, I know, but it's a very big deal. And giving big, pretty energy is like, yes. I mean,
thank you.
It's making me blush for my black ass.
I mean, I did my shit. I'm doing my shit. I'm outside, pretty much.
So let's talk about that real quick. I mean, there's a lot of girls that ask me about you. I mean, I believe that you are one of the trans girls who have kind of like set the vibe. Everybody want to be like T.S. Paris. So let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about 18 and up. Like, what was your transition like?
Transition, I started when I was 19.
19
Started
years
when
old.
I was 19 and didn't get into porn until a little later. Like, the porn just slowly happened. Like, it was unexpected, but it happened. I swear, everything really just unfolded. I didn't prepare for this or nothing like that. That's what kind of got me into it.
So, like, let me think about it. So, you're 19, being Paris. Was your name Paris the entire time?
No. My real name is Rakaya.
Rakaya. And I love that for you. It's a beautiful name. Let's talk about that. Like, so you're born a male?
Yes.
So, like, being 19, and where are you from?
California.
Where?
The Bay Area.
Bay Area.
I'm from the Bay.
Shout out. Where in the Bay Area?
I'm from East Palo Alto.
Okay, East Palo Alto. What's up?
But Oakland really seasoned me.
Look what y'all did.
Like,
it's the town for
I'm
me.
not even gonna
I was
lie.
getting that. Definitely town business.
When I made my way to Oakland, I got seasoned and did my shit. And like that's when I really start feeling myself and growing into my look and getting into my body and everything.
So you giving me beautiful, beautiful woman, and everybody, you must respect this. She is an absolute woman, 1,000%. You get it?
Yeah.
But like being Paris before this whole transition, you being maybe like the younger male Paris, like where did it? Is this something, because people might have this thing? They always wonder, like, are you born with this? Kind of, you want to be trans, or were you like a cross-dressing person? Because even though you're a cross-dresser doesn't mean that you sexuality define yourself as like homosexuality. Are you like a gay?
No, honestly, like I kind of skipped the gay phase because I always knew it was something different with me, and I always felt like a girl. Like, but it just didn't click in my head that you are. So when it was like anything pertaining to like gay men and stuff like that, I didn't consider myself in that category.
Because were you attracted to women growing up?
No.
You're like, I don't want that
I mean,
pussy.
it was cute, but like not really. And slowly, I started finding out like what transgender meant and everything, and then I'm like, oh, there's a word for it.
There is. Rob, David Jones, quote me if you feel weird, Potato, Fighter Man, Viziv, Nihilist, and 2 years on Mr. Noakset, Golden Forsen 8. Badge, well deserved, thank you very much, man. 2 girls, 1 pan. Welcome back, Nakrilla as well. Boom. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. No further links, Your Honor. No further links. We are good there for today with those links. With the final boss. Final boss. Oh my god. That goes there. Oh my lord. Okay. There we go. Alright, what did we decide on the trinkets? Anything else you want for the trinkets, maybe? No? Probably not. What is this?